Hi everybody, this is Heather again from Ventura Wild, and I would like to share with you the different parts of having a sit spot. We call it a sit spot because you go out into the wilderness and you sit and you explore and experience it from that one place. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is go outside and find a good spot. And there's a trick to this. You need to find a place that you are really comfortable in, that you are excited to hang out for a little bit. You should be by yourself. And you should just be able to relax. You shouldn't have a lot of distractions, and it needs to be just a place where you can be calm and take in all of your surroundings at once. So it doesn't also have to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect wilderness place with the perfect view and the perfect plants and all of that. It can be a place in your backyard, on a bench. It can be on a piece of cement looking at your garden. It can be under a tree or in a tree. You get to choose your place. So please don't feel limited by a bunch of rules and what you should do. I'm just going to give you some ideas, and then you get to discover what works for you. So you found your spot. Then you're going to sit down and get comfortable. Make sure that you can be there for a little while. You might want to stretch and move around for a minute and just make sure that it works for you. And move if it doesn't. So once you have gotten settled down, just want you to take a few breaths. And the reason that we do that is just it allows your body to slow down. It allows you to notice the rhythm of your heartbeat a little bit. The rhythm of your breathing allows you to connect to nature in that first and one of the most important ways that we are a part of nature and that we mimic nature is a rhythm that we allow ourselves to get into. And noticing that rhythm allows us to sink into it a little bit more. So you're just noticing, and you're just silently looking all around you. Now there's a trick to using your eyes. We call it eagle eyes or soft eyes. You can try both of those. You can really look at every single thing as far as you can see and as close as you can see, and spend as much time as you want, just like a scientist almost, really seriously looking and taking note of everything that you possibly can. And then there's the soft eyes where you're just gazing at everything at once. It's almost like how an owl has a broad peripheral vision. See if you can, how far wide you can see, and just what's in your scope of vision when you're just looking straight ahead in a couple different directions. Just take in all the different colors and all the different movements and all the different things and whatever it is. So you're just doing a lot of using your eyes. And then I would like you to close your eyes. You can just sit there with your eyes closed for a little bit, noticing the other sensations. It might be the sun on your back, or the wind, or noticing if there are bugs or other sounds. And you're really paying attention to the sounds that are around you when your eyes are closed. And you just get a chance to sink into the sounds of nature and how they affect you and what they mean to you. All of that is important. And then I would like you to take a big smell. Smell everything that you can. You can even reach over and smell the grasses or a plant that's nearby. See if you can smell things in the air. You're just noticing all the different things around you. That was my dog kicking my phone. So you've done your eyes and really being able to see. You've focused on your sense of smell and your sense of hearing. And I would like you to also just really focus on your sense of touch. You might just be feeling the ground underneath where you're sitting. You might be noticing the wind in your hair. You might be noticing touching the plants that you're sitting near, or the soil that you're sitting near. Just really allowing, you could even pick something or pick up something, a dead leaf from the ground, and just allow yourself to really indulge in that sense exploration for a little while. So once you've gone through all of your senses that you can, you're just going to take some more breaths and just notice what's happening in nature. You might notice that there are other creatures in the area. I just had some chickens going by and my dogs. You can watch them and see what catches their interest and what they're doing. Maybe there's a bird flying by and you can notice the bird for a while. So you're just letting your attention focus on specific parts of nature that you find interesting. And it's really important to just give yourself time to notice those things and to be with them, and let your mind wander a little bit. And you know, it's kind of like a meditation where maybe your mind wanders away from your place, and you gently bring it back whenever you notice that your mind has wandered away from your spot. Bring it to another focus place of something that's interesting to you in that area. And some people really get carried away, in a good way, with what's happening with the birds, what's happening with that spider web. And they come up with a story, actually, about what's happening. And it's a real story, you know, exactly discussing what is happening between the birds while you're sitting there watching. People have shared stories about, as they're sitting there, a hawk has flown by and all the birds scatter or go silent. Another person I know has shared watching a spider weave its web, and all the intricate details and the patterns that have come. There's a million things that you can notice and just watch and just be with, and notice your own mind and your breathing and how that is affecting you. And it's just a chance for you to really intentionally feel like you're connecting to nature. And then what is that bringing for you? Reflecting on, how did that feel? Was it boring? Was it relaxing? Was it comfortable or not comfortable? And allowing yourself to critique and to think, oh, I want to go someplace different, or I need to do that 2 more times before I really know how it felt. Practice, like anything, it takes a little while for your body and your mind to learn how to do this well. And it can evolve. You can bring a nature journal with you and write for part of the time, but you should spend part of the time at least just being in that place and noticing and allowing yourself to be really present. It's different than going out and taking a nap. It's different than going out and just letting your mind think about work. It is really noticing and being there, being present. And you know, from watching the clouds go by to watching the earthworms, to playing fetch with your dog, and then just noticing your dog and watching your dog, to watching the butterflies go by. So as much time as you can take too. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 2 hours, it can be anywhere in between. And it can be at different times of the day. Sometimes people go the same place, the same time, all the time, and they see patterns. Other people like to mix it up. Again, the rules are your rules to make. But the idea is that you give yourself some meaningful connection time, and that it really is a place that gives you comfort and allows you to give something back to nature by noticing. So the final piece is about gratitude. And just maybe at the end of your sit spot you say, thank you, tree and ground and air, for what you give to me. And some people really get into the details. Thank you for the nectar. Thank you for the photosynthesis. Thank you for the colors. Thank you, nature, for all that you give us. And just really spending time thinking about gratitude and about what you are receiving from the natural environment that you're in right now. Really important to be specific to your local place and acknowledging that it is the place that you live and the place that you benefit from and that you are a part of. So enjoy your sit spot. I would love to hear your stories. I would love for you to send your stories to Ventura Wild, to the email. You can send a video, you can send a letter, an email letter, whatever you want to do. Would be really great to hear your stories and to add to this journey of sit spots and nature connection. So thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye.